If your skin isn't where you want it to be, chances are you're doing something in your routine to sabotage yourself. So here are 5 things you need to stop doing immediately if you want clearer, healthier, glowier skin. I'm Dr. Sam Ellis, and I'm a board-certified dermatologist in Northern California, and I'm here to help you understand your skin and find products that work for you. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I want to be very clear here. This video isn't just going to tell you what to not do. I'm also going to give you tips and tricks to help stop those bad habits and start making better choices for your skin. The first thing you need to stop doing is over-exfoliating your skin. I think a lot of people learned about exfoliation during the pandemic. It was really talked about on social media, and a lot of people said, oh, I have a way now to get my skin brighter and glowier and strip off those dead skin cells, and I'm going to go in hard. But a lot of you went in too hard, and instead of just getting that really beautiful, healthy, glowy skin, you started to get more reactive skin, redness, even more breakouts and dullness, like very counterproductive to what you are actually trying to achieve. And sometimes when you see your skin reacting that way, it's hard to register that it's actually the exfoliant causing your problems, and you may reach for even more exfoliation to solve the problems that your exfoliant is actually causing. So here's what you need to do. If you feel like your skin is dull, it's breaking out, it's sensitive, give your skin a hard reset. Cut out your exfoliants, cut out the other actives from your skincare routine, like your vitamin C's and your retinols, and just really pare down to the essentials: a moisturizer, a gentle cleanser, and of course, sunscreen during the day. After your skin barrier has had time to reset itself, give it at least 2 weeks, then you can start reincorporating your exfoliant no more than 1 to 2 times a week. Now, of course, the cadence with which you use that exfoliant is going to depend on a lot of things, namely your skin type, as well as the exact exfoliant that you're using. But for the vast majority of people, you do not need to exfoliate more than 1 to 2 times a week. And for some people, you don't even need to exfoliate at all. I've had so many patients come in, show me the products they're using. They're using a ton of exfoliants. We cut everything out of their routine. Maybe we just keep their retinol in their routine. And then they come back 2 months later and they're like, oh, my skin is actually so much better without exfoliating at all. Now, I don't want you to hear this and think exfoliation is evil. It has a lot of benefits for the skin, especially as your skin matures and you get into your 40s and 50s and beyond. Your skin cells don't turn over as readily. And so having an exfoliating step in your routine from time to time, that's key, really can help your skin look better. So I have a couple of recs for you. If you have more sensitive skin, you want something that's really gentle, and it's kind of meant to be used every single day, I would use this after cleansing my face in the evening, put a thin layer on, do the rest of my hydrating skincare, skip my retinol or my tretinoin, so my retinoid for the night so that we're not over irritating the skin, and just give it time to see what it does for your skin. Really, the key here is that exfoliation in moderation is going to give you the best skin. The next thing you need to stop doing if you want better skin is constantly changing your skincare routine. Skin thrives with consistency, and if you are constantly switching around your serums, grabbing a new moisturizer, playing around with your sunscreen, you're never going to know what your skin actually loves and responds to best. When it comes to skincare, I think so many times we want to know what's new, what's better, how can I push my skin to be a little bit more perfect, and that has us reaching for new products all the time. But in a perfect world, you would find your core 4 products, 3, maybe 5, depending on what you need, and you would use them consistently for months and months and months, and really only change up your routine if you're having a big seasonal change, or maybe you're traveling and the weather's different. But in general, ideally, you are using the same skincare routine over and over and over again. I know, it's kind of boring, but boring works. Now, as a dermatologist and a skincare product junkie, and as someone who tries products for my job, I actually find this to be one of the hardest things, but I do find that when I am consistent with a routine and I stick to something, for example, if I'm like testing out a serum, so I want to use it for 12 weeks straight, my skin does look better. And one tip I have is if you have a bathroom vanity or counter that's covered in different products, take those off there and just like put them under the sink for a little while. Grab your core products, leave them out, and don't have the other things or those other temptations even in your line of sight. So we're not over exfoliating. We're not changing up our routine too much. The other thing that's really important is you need to stop picking your skin. I know from personal experience, this is one of the hardest things to stop doing. When you see that little white head there, or you see that little black head, I know you want to extract it. I know you want to put your little fingers on it and make it all go away. But what has been your experience? Does that actually make it go away? 9 out of 10 times, no. You actually make it so much worse, and you run the risk of causing permanent scarring. And even if it doesn't lead to permanent scarring, it's going to leave a red mark there or a brown mark there that's going to last so much longer than that original blemish would have lasted if you had done nothing to it. No one's gonna really like what I have to say next, but if you want your skin to look better, you need to stop or at least reduce how much you're smoking and drinking alcohol. These lifestyle suggestions are such an important part of taking good care of your skin, but I know they are one of the hardest things to actually implement because things like smoking and drinking are a social activity. They're sort of built into people's day-to-day. And even though it has such a profound impact, people want to cut out of their routine. Smoking and drinking can essentially exacerbate every part of premature skin aging. It can make your skin more dull, more sallow, more wrinkly. It can dehydrate your skin. If you want your skin to look better immediately, reducing those things or stopping altogether, my suggestion, will make a big difference. My 5th tip for getting better skin and what you need to stop doing immediately is stop sleeping in your makeup. I think for a lot of people, this feels like common sense, but it makes such a big difference. And even though we often know better, we still don't do it. I think a lot of people assume that because it leads to acne and clogged pores, and yeah, that's true. But the other reason I don't want you to sleep in your makeup is because it prevents you from doing your nighttime skincare routine. And your nighttime skincare routine is really where you help your skin recover, and you can make some very meaningful changes in how your skin looks. And even if you do not put on a nighttime skincare routine and you just have that small bit of energy to take your makeup off, that is certainly better than nothing. But I actually have a 6th bonus tip, because this is something where if you make this small change in your routine, it will make a big difference, which is stop skimping on your sunscreen. I know a lot of people who watch beauty channels who are into skincare. You apply sunscreen. You know how important that is for protecting your skin from UV damage. But I find that a lot of people under-apply their sunscreen. I've been to enough bachelorette parties and watched enough very competent, very well-versed in skincare women apply their sunscreen to realize that a lot of people apply like half or a quarter of the normal amount that you should use to get adequate protection. In a perfect world, we are applying a 1/4 teaspoon, which is about 2 thick finger lengths of product.